Okay, this is lesson 10, using models to add mixed numbers. All right, so if we look at the first problem here, we have 1.5 plus 1 2/3. Now, if you look at these models here, you see a whole for 1.5, but you see sixths. And here for 1 2/3, you see a whole, and then you see another circle broken into sixths. Now the reason that they're broken up into sixths is because if we have a half and a third, they're not common denominators, and we need to find a common denominator. So if we found the common denominator for 1/2 and 2/3, the least common multiple of 2 and 3 would be 6. So we would be turning these fractions into sixths. So we have a half. A half converted into sixths is 3/6, and 2/3 converted into sixths is 4/6. So if we were to, it says here to shade the fraction circles to represent each mixed number. So we're going to shade in 1 and a half. Now a half is 3/6, so we're going to shade in 3/6. And now we're going to shade in 1 and 2/3, which is 4/6. That's equivalent to 4/6. So these are 6. I'm going to shade in 4 of them. And now we're going to add them together. Well, I have one whole, I have two wholes. If I start counting all the sixths that are shaded, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 6/6 equals a whole. So now I have my third whole already, and then I have 1/6 left over. So I have a total of 3 wholes and 1/6. So the answer is 3 and 1/6. All right, let's take a look at number 2. We have 1 3/5. So I'm going to shade in 1 and 3/5. And then we have 2 and 3/5. I'm sorry, 2 and 2/5. 1, 2, and 2/5. Okay, if I add all this together, I have 1 whole, 2 wholes, 3 wholes, and then if I start adding the fifths together, I say I have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 5/5. Well, 5/5 equals 1, equals 1 whole. So I actually have a total of 4 wholes. So the answer is 4. All right. Number 3. Andrew spent 1 1/6 hours studying for his science exam. He spent another 1.5 hours studying for his history exam. How many total hours did Andrew spend studying for his exam? Draw fraction circles to solve. Now, I instructed the students to actually draw the bars that we worked on today. The book did circles. I did bars. So we're going to use the bars since they don't already have the circles for us. So first I'm going to draw 1 and 1/6. So if I did 1/6, I would make a hole. Now they have a pencil, so what I told them to do is to make a hole, cut it into 6 pieces, and then take one of the pieces, which would be about here, and then erase the rest of it, and then just put 1/6 like that. Okay, now I'm going to make 1.5. So I'm going to add 1 whole and a half. So if I did a half, that would go halfway, and I label it a half. Now, we need to make these into the same size pieces. I have sixths here, but I have halves here. So we need a common denominator for 6 and 2. The common denominator is going to be 6. So I'm going to change a half into sixths. So if I take 1/2 times 3 over 3, I'll get 3/6. So I'm going to turn this half into 3/6. So I'm going to cut it into 3 parts and then label them sixths. And now I'm just going to add all my pieces together. So I have 1 hole, 2 holes, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sixths. So right now I have 2 and 4 sixths. Now, can 4 sixths be simplified? Yes, it can. If I can divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, which I can divide both of them by 2, then I have 2 over 3. So now the answer is 2 and 2/3. So how many total hours did Andrew work? Andrew worked a total of 2 and 2/3 hours. Oh, yes. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Kimberly used 1 1/3 cups of sugar to bake a cake and 2 3/4 cups of sugar to bake cookies. How many total cups of sugar did she use? Okay, I'm going to use the bars again. So first I'm going to make 1 and 1/3. So if I did 1/3, I would make a hole, cut it into 3 pieces, and then the third would end up about here. Here, I'll outline the hole, what I'm talking about. So I would cut it up into 3 pieces. There's 1/3. Okay. And then I'm going to add 2 and 3/4 cups. So I need to make 2 holes. And 3/4 a cup. So if I went all the way to the end, I'd cut it into four pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would label these fourths. So there's 3/4. All right, now I need a common denominator. Right now my denominators are not the same, so I'm going to cut these into smaller pieces. Right now I have thirds and fourths, so I'm going to see what is the least common multiple of 3 and 4. The least common multiple of 3 and 4, if I did my peanuts, would be 12. Okay, so what did I do to the 3 to get 12? I multiplied it by 4, multiply the numerator by 4, so I get 4/12 for 1/3. Okay, for the fourth, I'm going to get for 3/4. For 3/4, what did I do to the 4 to get 12? I multiplied by 3, so I multiply the numerator by 3, so I have 9/12. So I'm going to turn this 1/3, that's a third, looks like a half, but it's a third. Okay, I'm going to turn this third into 4/12, so I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. Now, if you have a pencil, you'd erase that and get it out of the way and then cut it into 4 pieces. Here, I have 3/4, and I'm going to cut 3/4 into 9 pieces. So I'm going to go, there's 3 there, 3 there, 3 here, That's a total of 9 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, these are 9/12ths, so these would all become twelfths. Twelfth, 1/12th, 1/12th. Okay, and these are all twelfths too. You see, 1/3 equals 4/12ths. Those are all twelfths. And 3/4 equals 9/12ths. These are 9/12ths. Now I'm going to add all this up. So I have 1, 2, 3 wholes so far. Now I'm going to add up all my twelfths. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once I reach 12, I have 12 twelfths, which equals 1. So that's another hole. So I had 3 to start with. Now I have another hole. That's 4. And then I have 1 more twelfth. So I have 4 and 1/12. So how many cups of sugar did she use? She used 4 and 1/12 cups of sugar. All right, find the sum by drawing fraction circles. In this case we'll do bars. Then circle the expression that does not belong. Okay. I think I'm going to leave this one out of the video because that'll take a long time to draw all of those. So anyway, so that one I will put in the answer sheet, but that's it for the video.